and Mrs. Eddy just took the work from a long-dead person and presented it as her own work. And when you think about it, she could have easily presented it as the long-dead person's work, but then said, hey, this is real, I'm going to spread this faith, this is what I believe and you should believe it too, it just comes from this other person and not from me. Now, the reason for that, Twain says, he actually compares Mrs. Eddy's love for self-deification to Mark Twain's love for pie. He claims she has a big head, a big ego, all the power of being in control of this large organization got to her head and corrupted the original purity of the intentions behind this church. He says that self-deification, in Mrs. Eddy's case, is simply the spiritual equivalent for Mark Twain's physical love of eating pie. And one of the examples he gives, there's a building in Boston, and Mark Twain claimed to have visited there previously, and he saw behind glass a portrait of Mrs. Eddy that people would worship. And then, of course, the writing spans over the course of a few years. At one point, the portrait was taken down, and Christian Scientists were complaining to Twain, hey, this portrait's not here, what are you writing about? And then Twain corrects himself in a later year. Well, these people have told me the portrait's not here. I will amend my statement. Yes, that's correct. The portrait was taken down. What's currently there is a picture of the chair that Mrs. Eddy sat in when she wrote her book, and people worship that the same way. And indeed, very early on in the book, even as early as when he's back in the Alps laying on that bed, he predicts that Mrs. Eddy will come to be known as a Mother Mary figure, capital M Mary. I believe her first name happens to be Mary anyway. And he bases that on the old lady from Boston who was healing him. In her explanation of Christian Science, somewhere along the way, she gives him a quote from the Book of Revelation about a woman coming with a book in her hand, and she claims that the woman is Mrs. Eddy and the book is the Book of Christian Science. There